Hello, everybody. How's it going? I hope you're all well. Wakey, good to see you. I'm assuming your stream is starting in like a minute, so I suppose I'll say goodbye for now. But good to see you, dude. Wraith, hello, or Delirious. That's it. Oh, are you changing your name to back to Delirious? I'm just gonna call you Delirious from now. I need to get that in my head. Good to see you as well. How are you doing, dude? Need to check on my Kraken and on mobile, so back in 2 seconds. Don't worries, no worries. Ah, Red got first. First Red for first. How are you doing? How's your weekend been? And Tiggs is here as well. Hello. How are you? You win. You do win, Red. You do win. How are you doing? Daniel! Thank you for the good luck. Thank you, thank you. Yes, I'm looking forward to it. I've kind of been just working out the logistics, of the bingo, but it should work fairly well. Oh my god, that's a lot of redeems. Hey, Nico's here as well. How you doing, dude? Are you two playing Fortnite at the moment? Okay, I'm done now. Sweet. All good. Good to look after your Kraken. I'm glad it's all well and good. So yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I wasn't quite sure what to do for the stream today, so I came up with bingo again. We're going to be doing some bingo again, but we're going to be playing Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy for it, which I know a few of you probably haven't heard of before. But it's the game that I speedrun, so I feel like I know it fairly well, and we'll be able to actually get fairly far in the game and do some quite tricky objectives for the bingo, which is, I think it's kind of more exciting. But it's also going to take longer. And if we don't get bingo within 2 hours, the hot sauce has returned. This is a different one to... I've never had this before. This is Charlotte's, and apparently it's rather spicy. So if we don't do it within 2 hours, I'm going to be having a teaspoon of that, which I'm not looking forward to. So I'm going to have to go fairly quickly. I only just got rid of you. How long have you been, you two been meeting up? Or like, so I know you two met up a couple of days ago. Wasn't it Wednesday you were seeing each other? How, like, do you live fairly close to each other? A hungry baby. Was just popping in to say hi. Can't stick around, but enjoy. No worries, Red. It's good to see you anyway, and I hope you enjoy whatever you're up to today. How much hot sauce? A teaspoon. A teaspoon worth. I'm not having a whole spoon. A whole, like, dinner spoon. It would be too much. Far too much. Especially because I haven't really tried this one. I had like a, I just kind of, not even a fingerful. Just like a drop of it. And that's enough to warm me away from having a full spoonful of it. Even a full teaspoon of it is a little worrying. It came mine from Wednesday, then left this morning. Oh, awesome! So you've been there for Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, for like 5 days. Nice. You two have a good time. What'd you get up to? Because I know you did. Obviously, you did mini golf, wasn't it, a few weeks ago? Let Tiggs answer that. You want to play with us sometime? Fortnite, I mean. Sure. Okay. Well, it'll depend, when I'm free. But if I have time, absolutely. I think the main thing that did put me off it was the building, because I was like, there's no way I'm gonna put all my time into learning how to build a fort. But I do quite like the game itself. So sure. I mean, we can give it a go. Absolutely. You went to Build-A-Bear. Oh, awesome. I've never been to Build-A-Bear, but I can imagine that's quite fun. Did you get a bear each? Or did you make one together? I don't really know much about Build a Bear other than you just build a bear? Like, is it just bears, or do you get other things to build as well? Like, do they all look like bears? That answers my question. You got Toothless, and he smells of bubblegum. I don't know how I feel about him smelling of bubblegum, but I do love Toothless. The How to Train Your Dragon films and series have got to be one of my favorites. I haven't really read the books. I think I read the very first book, but I'd already watched the films, and it was very different, and it kind of, I don't know, I wasn't really sure about the books, but the films and the TV series I loved. Got one each. You got a terrifying Eevee. Why is it terrifying? You got a terrifying looking Eevee. How can Eevee be terrifying? Do you want to send a picture of it? I'm slightly concerned. It does not look like an Eevee. Okay, how much do you customize them? Oh, it's the wrong color. I'm curious now. I've never really looked into Build-A-Bear. So I've always just assumed you just make a bear. Oh, so you can make all sorts of different like characters and right, okay. Gotcha. That's quite cool. That's pretty cool. I might have to do that at some point. I'll take Charlotte there. I'm on train right now, but I'll do my best. No, it's all good, dude. You can feel free to send it later or whenever's convenient. I do want to see it though. I want to see how terrifying this Eevee is. I finally got around to watching Logan this morning, and it's such a good film. Has anyone else seen Logan? The like final Wolverine film? They have the set bears, then you can add scents, sounds, heartbeats, and clothes. It's just the sense bit is a bit weird to me. Like, I understand it because smell is important to a lot of people, like a nice smell, and like sounds as well. I guess children like toys that make noises or anything like sensory. I think children kind of enjoy. Heartbeats again. Maybe that's just like how do you customize the heartbeat? Just the rhythm of it. Clothes I understand though. Maybe I'm just purely visual, but I think as long as a toy is cuddly and like fluffy and looks good, then that's all I need. I don't want it to make sounds particularly or smell nice. I mean, a nice smell is good, I suppose, but I don't know. I think I'd find it a bit off-putting almost. The heartbeat and sounds freak me out, so I only got the scent. Yeah, I would agree with that. Just the like, I understand the heartbeat, sort of, because it's you kind of want something cuddly and alive that you're cuddling if you're a child, but I don't know. I don't know how I'd feel about it having a heartbeat. Hey, Tweenies, how you doing, dude? Both of us, both of you. How are you both doing? Have you had a good day? Have you both been working today? I think Sunday's the day you both. Wait, no, Monday's the day. Monday's the day you don't stream. So something like that. Doing it. Work was good. We're both. Oh, you're both working on Sundays and Mondays. Gotcha. Ah, I understand. But you don't stream at all on Mondays. But I'm glad you're doing well. Glad work went well. Just didn't want to roll over in the night and hear Toothless growling at me. Yeah, exactly. Like, you're trying to go to sleep, and if it keeps making noises at you, you know, even if it only happens when you squeeze it, it's a little annoying. Mobile data is slow right now, but sent pic on your Discord. Oh, I will have a look at that. I, I mean, it's interesting. It's not as terrifying as I thought it would be. But it is, I don't, it's a little, like, too chocolatey brown, isn't it? I don't think it's quite the right color, but I wouldn't say it's necessarily terrifying. How are you doing? I'm doing well, thank you. Yeah, I've had a nice day today. Watched Logan this morning, and yeah, that's that's pretty much it. And then been getting everything ready for the stream this evening. It's Eevee, but not quite Eevee. Like, I can see that, but I think if you hadn't told me about it, I would have just gone, yeah, that's Eevee, and wouldn't have thought anything else of it. But now you said about the color, like, I understand. But it's not that bad. It looks fine. Then the fur bit is yellow. Oh, is it the fur bit white? It does now. Yeah, now I look at it, I'm like, yeah, the colors are a bit wrong. Did you choose those colors, or is that just how it comes? Because I'm assuming you can't just like customize the different fur colors. That's how it comes. Okay, gotcha. Just make it bright pink or something. Well, I'm glad you got yourself a terrifying Eevee. I think I'd probably prefer the toothless one personally, but I think I've shown it before. My orange Triceratops that I've got is pretty much my big main cuddle, cuddly toy, I suppose. Actually, I can bring the frog over as well. I don't think we've named him yet. I don't think we've properly named him. But this is a this is a frog that I got from a charity shop when Charlotte and I went looking for clothes together. And Charlotte pointed him out to me just because she loves frogs. And I instantly bought it because it was like £3. And I carried it. We walked home and I was carrying it, and loads of people were giving me funny looks. It was great. It was really funny. Just me like carrying this frog down the street. It is very cute though. Can't choose color. Pixel kept barking at it. It's like, are you replacing me? Pixel starts getting worried. Am I being replaced? I love him. Oh, he's very cute, isn't it? Also, it comes with these like little straps on the hands. So I'm assuming it's just you can like put your hand in and wave. Oh, actually, is it? Yeah, this is definitely how it's done. Yeah, don't get me to be a ventriloquist or a puppet actor. It's not the career for me. We have a lot of stuffed toy monkeys. Of course you do. I'm assuming they settled them at the place where you work as well, and many more animals. Of course you do. We used to have loads of like toy animals, cuddly toys. Me and my brother, but we just had like a cupboard full of them, and eventually, my mum was just like, "You got to pick like 2 or 3 to keep, and we're throwing all of the rest out because there are too many." Such a tough choice. Do we see a new Jeff Dunham there? Who's I know Jeff Dunham's. Is Jeff Dunham the ventriloquist? Probably someone not from before my time, I would say. If you don't have any stuffed toys, you aren't living the life. I feel like stuffed toys are always good to have. You know, even as an adult, it's nice to have something to cuddle, isn't it? I'm not living the life. Nico, you need to get something. I'll get something for you. I'll order something for you. He's fine. He landed on the bed. I look after my toys very well. My parents keep doing that. I just end up bringing more home, though. They keep hiding them, keep throwing them out. No, I've got 5 more. One of the best in the world, ventriloquist. Oh, he's still doing it. He's really good. I've probably heard of him. Is it Jeff Dunham? I'm pretty sure I've heard the name before. Yes. No, I have seen him. I definitely remember that skeleton with the turban on. Yes, actually, I have seen clips of that. He is very good. I might have to watch a bit after the stream. Ahmed the Death Terrorist. That's it. Yeah, I remember seeing that. Jalapeno on a stick. I haven't seen that one. I love his old grumpy guy and the crazy one. I'm definitely going to have to look up some of these after the stream. I'll do that tonight. Have you all got plans for tonight, or are you just chilling out? I don't know what we were up to tonight, really. Haven't even got plans for food yet, although that's nothing new. You'll love it. I'm sure I will. Maybe some Core Keeper tonight. How are you enjoying that? I know you guys are playing that, and I know Delirious and Tiggs, you guys have been playing it as well, haven't you? And I looked into it, and I thought it would be a good game for Charlotte and I to play, because like we play some games together, mainly like Mario Kart, Overcooked occasionally, Stardew Valley, although we haven't played that for a long time. And then very occasionally we play Phasmophobia with Motley. But yeah, we were looking for like a new game to play together, and I thought Core Keeper might be fairly good. Such a good game, highly recommended. I may try dragging Tiggs into it tonight. Do you think it's a good game to play like co-op then? I was about to ask. Perfect. That's that's your plan sorted for tonight then. Also, like, how late do you guys normally stay up at night? Just out of curiosity, because I know lots of people, when they play games with on call with someone, tend to stay up, 2, 3 a.m., which I have done before, but not for a very long time. Great minds think alike, and so do idiots. Just it's a scale, isn't it? I always kind of, it's weird, staying up late just on call playing games with someone. It always kind of appeals to me, but I never do it, and I'm also always kind of too tired to do anything. So, well, like whenever actually, you guys probably don't remember the 24-hour stream I did, but yeah, when it gets late, I just get so tired, and it's really weird. I can't stay up that late, like I have before, but I'd rather just go to sleep till I get tired and then die a lot, and then you're like, yeah, time for bed. Usually go to sleep anywhere between 10 and 12. Yeah, no, same here. There's only very occasionally that it goes past 1 a.m. and, it's not really intentional, but I think most people's, would you say the majority of people's bedtimes are usually like 10 to 12, I would think, in the evening? In first year of uni, I started going to bed at 9 p.m. No, actually, a couple of times I think I went to bed at like 7 p.m. and then I was getting up at 7 a.m. as well. I think I was just having too much sleep. I don't know, it was weird, but it also felt good because I could get up easily in the mornings. But I also feel like I'm most productive in the evenings as well. Sometimes go a little later if not feeling tired. Yeah, I feel like if you're not actually tired in the evening, it's usually not a great idea to force yourself to like go to sleep because then you're just lying in bed not going to sleep. You're not even doing anything. All you're doing is lying in bed. So you may as well, I don't know, read or do something productive, learn something until you're tired, and then go to sleep and try and get, like 6, 7, 8 hours sleeping. When Steph has a day off, he stays up till like 3 a.m. How do you do that, Steph? How do you stay up until 3 a.m.? What time do you usually have to get up for work? And also, if you stayed up until 3 a.m., what time would you normally get up the next day? Because I always feel really bad if I get up anywhere past 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Yeah, 10 p.m. would be bad. 10 a.m. Anywhere past 10 a.m. I feel bad getting up after that time. Did that for a while at the start of uni this year, but woke up at 3 a.m. What, from going to bed at like 7 p.m.? That's still, yeah, that's like 8 hours, isn't it? So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's 8 hours. That's a good point. You don't need more than 8 hours sleep, really. I think anywhere between 6 and 8 hours sleep is ideal. Um, yeah, that's a very good point. Maybe I wasn't going to sleep at 7 p.m. then. Maybe it was like 9 p.m. But even so, it's still like kind of too much sleep. Anyway, in first year, I was sleeping 6, 7 a.m. till 3. You were going to sleep at 6 or 7 a.m. and then waking up at 3 or 4 p.m. You literally became an owl. The classic night owl uni student. I do understand that though, because it was all online, so you could kind of do it whenever you want. Because it's all recorded. You just watch the lectures when it suits you. But surely you just didn't see any daylight. I mean, I really need the daylight to keep my mood up. Bears, hello. I was wondering if this would be your plan for today. Were you? Well, yes. Considering I was basically on Sphinx most of this afternoon. I wonder what he's doing tonight. Went to bed 3 a.m. yesterday, woke up 8 a.m. today. So you had 5 hours sleep. I feel like 5 hours is okay, but not consistently. You definitely need more than 5 hours consistently. How did you feel today? Did you feel particularly tired? Well, don't know. Never really needed a lot of sleep. Used to have insomnia. Well, it's good that you no longer have it. I'm assuming that's what you mean by used to have insomnia. How long did you have insomnia for, Steph? Like, I also do understand that different people need different amounts of sleep to function. I can function on little sleep. Actually, no, that's a lie. I can't. I can't function on little sleep. I need a fair amount of. I need at least 6, 7 hours, probably 7 hours to kind of be normally functioning. I usually don't like sleeping in too late unless I've had a rough week for sleep. So today I woke up at about 1. I just can't imagine doing that. I'm not sure I've ever slept in past like half 12. I feel really bad because then like I don't know. It's weird, isn't it? It's this balance between getting good sleep in and also having a productive day and making the most of it. It's very tough. Data is annoying me. I'm going to jump off until I'm home in about an hour. Have fun, sir. Yes, I will see you later. I hope you have a good journey home, Delirious. I'll see you later. It was quite nice, to be fair. Yeah, I think I do prefer getting up early. You know, going to bed early, getting up early. It feels good when you wake up, but at the same time, I feel like it's more difficult to do consistently because when you wake up, you know, but you can't go to sleep on demand unless you're in a really good schedule. You know, you're eating healthily, you're going to bed consistently on time. And thing is, there are a lot of things that happen in the evenings, but not that much that happens super early in the morning. So, well, I suppose it's a bit of both. So you end up staying late anyway, even if you want to go to bed early, because there are just things that happen late at night. You get up at 7:30 a.m. for work. I think that's a fairly reasonable time to get up for work. Um, when you go to sleep at 3 a.m., I will get out at around different times, sometimes 8, 9, or 10. See, that's about the time I usually get out of bed when I've gone to bed at, you know, like between 10 and 12. So you get 5, 6, or 7 hours sleep, which again is perfectly fine. Not tired. 5 hours sleep. Yeah, reasonable. That's all right. Until I was like 15 or 16. Really? Wow. That was how long you had insomnia for. I think a lot of teenagers do tend to get insomnia just from, you know, stress and other factors. Um, but yeah, it's definitely not nice. I don't have insomnia, but I've definitely had a few nights where I just can't sleep. You know, your brain won't turn off, and it just becomes impossible to actually get to sleep. You know, even if you try and just think of nothing, you don't fall asleep, and it's so frustrating. I couldn't imagine having to deal with that every night, and also being super tired during the days as well. I can function on 2 hours of sleep, not well, but can function. Yeah, like for a day, maybe. But you wouldn't be able to do that consistently, would you? Hey, Motley, you're like talking about sleep without me. We are. Have you just woken up? Yeah, Motley has chronic fatigue syndrome, so sleeps a lot. Yeah, we're just talking about like when people kind of go to sleep at night, wake up in the morning, how many hours sleep is usually kind of good to keep you functioning. How are you doing, Motley? How's your day been? I'm just going to get these out before we miss to do so. Yes, thank you for the shout outs, by the way. Sorry, I missed playing Phasmo with you earlier, Kraken. I was sleeping. Yeah, I thought that might be the case. That's all right, Motley. We'll find a different time to do it. Yeah, also, so I said next Wednesday there would be no stream because I was going down to visit my parents. That's no longer happening because my parents now have COVID. So I don't know when I'll be going down to see them, but the stream next Wednesday is most likely back on. I have trouble forcing myself to go to bed, so usually I'll get to sleep around 2 a.m. Then have to get up around 8 a.m. So I need just one day at the weekend to catch up. Do you find that just works for you though? Because I think if you can kind of deal with it, even if it's not, you know, consistent sleep, I think if that just works for you, then you just kind of go along with it. Rather, it's probably less effort or less worthwhile to actually maybe do something about it rather than just kind of dealing with it. I don't know. Do you think that? Do you think like if going to sleep around 2 a.m. and then having like a lie-in day at the weekend or more sleep at the weekend is sometimes probably easier than trying to fix it so you get a good night's sleep every day. I don't know. I feel like I've lost my train of thought. I don't know how you guys are functioning with so little sleep. I need regular 2+ hour naps. Yeah, well, we don't have chronic fatigue. Yeah, chronic fatigue syndrome is probably why. How often do you actually have naps, Motley? Do you have so you sleep full 8 hours at night, and then so I remember usually you have like one, maybe two naps during the day. It's okay, thanks. Other than trying to avoid the family due to COVID, yeah. How are you? How are you going about that? You just staying in your room, and like, what are you doing about food? By Friday, I tend to feel kind of rough, but then I can just have a super chill evening. Yeah, that's true, I suppose. Unless, of course, you're then doing something at the weekend, or like Friday evening, I suppose, because then you don't get that extra catch up sleep, I suppose, and then kind of screws you over. One a day usually, but they're super long naps. How? Yeah, well, as you said, your naps are over like 2 hours long. So you're sleeping on average like 10 hours every day. Actually, I wonder what the average sleep time is. Average human sleep time. Is this going to give me this just says 7 to 9 hours. Most adults need 7 to 9 hours. Older adults, 65 and older, need 7 to 8 hours of sleep each day. So this says 7 to 9 hours. I said 6 to 8 hours. I feel like 6 to 8 is more reasonable to actually be productive and also get some sleep. Face mask and staying away and anti-backing everything. That's got to be frustrating. But you know, it's worth it in the end. Which isn't too bad to be fair, but I could literally sleep all day if I wanted to. Would you not feel, because I think I could definitely stay in bed a long time. But I feel, I don't know. It's that sense of like I need to be doing something. I need to be doing something productive that gets me out of bed. And I'm like, that's also why I tend to go to sleep. Or I used to before Charlotte and I started living together. I used to go to bed sort of nearer to, well, sort of like past 12 every night. But now we're living together. She tends to go to bed earlier than I would normally, and I just go, sure, I'll it's clearly bedtime, so I'll go to bed. And yeah, so hence I've sort of been going to bed earlier than I normally would. But I I find, yeah, as I said, I find like I need to be productive during the day, or at least productive in the hours I'm awake, and hence I don't want to sleep as much, if that makes sense. You don't get that really. You're just productive in the hours that you happen to be awake. I think it, but can't really act on it. The struggles of actually waking up. No, I do feel that when when you're like, the bed is so nice and cozy, I just can't get up. Yeah, no, I do get that. Right, should we give this a start then? I've given us 2 hours to try and get bingo. See if we can do it. Oh, that is maybe a little loud. Let me turn the sound down. Is that all right, sound wise? Actually, to be fair, that's kind of the loudest the music gets, so I can probably turn it up a little bit. Oh, we need the timer up as well. I'm never productive. You are really productive, Molly. Especially, well, mainly with you know, all your pets and everything. I would say that's when you're most productive. Or working on your Etsy stuff. Sorry, I'm just getting the timer loaded up. I've never been productive in my life regardless of sleep. I'm sure that's not true. Do you not feel the need to be productive, or are you just like productive when you need to be? I suppose that's the way of thinking about it, isn't it? Is it, do you feel the need to be productive, or are you productive when you need to be? Are you productive out of necessity? Ever never doing anything. Just chilling out. Maybe I need to do that more often, just kind of. Thing is, I suppose I do have like those chill days where I don't do anything apart from just, you know, watch shows or videos or whatever. Interesting. I don't know. I'm kind of all out on discussion for that topic now. I think we've fully discussed it. You're productive out of necessity. Ah, I see. Okay. Not really. Like, if there's stuff that needs to be done, I'll get around to it in like a week or so. That's a full mood. I am like that with chores. Definitely. Stuff like washing and cleaning. I'm like, it can wait. I feel there are more important things to do. They're a lot lower on my priority list. Whereas there are uh, definitely people who have like house, you know, chores and essential things. I suppose they are kind of essential things, kind of higher on the priority list rather than like over top of things that you'd like to do. I put things that I'd like to do nearer the top. near just like above uni work slightly. Right. Okay, let me show you what the bingo grid looks like. So these are some example objectives. I know not all of you are going to know much about Sphinx, but I know Bears has played it. So you'll probably get a general idea of the sorts of things we've got to do. Be right back. I think my curry is ready for consumption. Oh, I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. I would love a curry. We're going to have a curry when we went down to my parents next week, but it's not happening anymore. Goofy Lizard, my beloved. Yeah, I don't think the Goofy Lizard will be too difficult, but I do love the Goofy Lizard. Dart Belt. Yes, I know. Well, Dart Belt isn't the worst on there, though. Like, if I re-roll it a few times, it might give us some more. Like, the Shuttlecock Bird is... That's 900 gold, isn't it? Or 900 scarabs. So that's definitely the most expensive thing on there. But there are definitely some which are going to take some time. Which is why 2 hours is going to be very, very tricky. Although, to be fair, on this grid that I've just got up, the left column is basically the any percent route. Anyway, yeah, let's get into it. the start is just going to be, normal any percent route. Just get there as fast as possible. But for a lot of these, we're gonna need the large scarab bag, which requires doing 4 different mummy sections. Um, it's gonna take some time. You need to send me the link to the website. It's a local program that I'm running. But I would like to make like a proper exe file out of it at some point. So when I do, I'll send it over. Or actually, to be fair, I could just send this one over. But it's not very distributable. Is the word I'm looking for. Okay, I think we're good to go. So, what's the? Okay, timer is working. Start on this one. We have 2 hours. We have 2 hours. If we don't do it within 2 hours, I will have a big teaspoon of the dreaded hot sauce. Okay, we're going. And randomize. Bingo. Right. Off we go. So we've got Hands of a Moon, loyalty card, zipline handle, ice darts. You know what? To be fair, that's a really easy one. That top row seems really very quick. That'll take like half an hour. I'm almost tempted to re-roll it. That's the thing about this is when making the objectives, it's good to have some simpler ones in there, but then you always have the chance of getting like 4 simple ones. Could be a good race category. Yes, I agree. I would like to, once I've got it sort of more refined, we could definitely do a race in it, Daniel. That would be a lot of fun. Because then even if they are 4 simple ones, you still got to spot that they're 4 simple ones and then do it first. Do it faster than the other person. It makes it a lot more competitive. How did you find this game, Kraken? This game was bought for me by my uncle back in 2008. It's a game that came out in 2003 for PS2. I think it was on Xbox as well. And it got remastered for the PC, and I played it again on PC in my first year of uni, maybe second year. And then over the first lockdown, because everyone had nothing to do, I ended up learning the speedrun for it, and hence am not very good at the game. And hence I play it a lot. It's a great game though. I think you guys would really enjoy it. It's quite a long, actually it's not even that long. It's I think a normal playthrough, probably like 16 hours, I reckon. Don't know, Daniel could probably correct me on that, but I would say about 16 hours. Or I really should have practiced my my hovering. Is it just one line row? Yeah, it's one column row or one of the main diagonals. I'm gonna do a few saves as well, because the one problem about this game is if you don't save, if you die, it'll send you all the way back to the beginning of the game. So whenever you die, you just go back to your last save point. Or you could go for full house, the full bingo grid. It's true that we could do that, but it would take a lot longer, I think. Almost definitely. Geb Queen ain't happening. I haven't really checked where Geb Queen is. Geb Queen is there. Hands of Woman, Apocalypse, and Geb Queen. That would involve doing all 3 bosses and then the obstacle course. The obstacle course is fine. Or Geb Queen Beach Race cheat is fine. You just need to get to a Heliopolis point. Pay for a gold Ankh. 200 gold and 4 gold Ankh pieces. That's not too bad. Have to think where you actually get those from. And catch 10 different monsters. That is okay, but yeah, Geb Queen. I would rather probably avoid Geb Queen if I could. Oh, I don't think I'm going to make that. My hands are really sweaty, which doesn't help. How are you doing that Jesus trick? Yeah, it's one of the speedrunning tricks, which is you move forwards and then didn't quite get it. You move forwards and then stop over and over again, and it resets your falling. You know what, I might just do this the normal way. I haven't... oh, no, we're fine. We made it. I'm kind of low on health. It's not actually a speed run, so it doesn't matter if I mess up a few times. 16 hours is a good guess. Well, actually, we can probably turn the music off. It's a little overwhelming. I'm gonna grab some health just because I don't want to die really early. Yeah, I think 16 hours is a fairly good estimate for a first playthrough. So this first section is essentially the same. You know, you've got to get through this first section every time you play the game. But when you get to Heliopolis, it kind of opens out a bit as to where you can go using a few glitches. We smell cheats. Yeah, just a little bit. I'm going to be using a few glitches to make this happen, because otherwise some of these objectives would take, you know, hours to actually end up doing. And I'm definitely not going to be doing everything in the order it should be done. Like, for example, that gate, you can just run at the corner and it opens, which shouldn't normally happen. I think I misread teaspoon as tablespoon on my curry powder measurements. Oh dear, is it very, very curry-like? Have you put in far too much, Bears? Does it still taste good? Hopefully it still tastes good. Oh. Beetle Satchel. I feel like Beetle Satchel is going to be one of the most difficult objectives. Because you've got to get the large scarab bag, which requires doing 4 of the different mummy sections, which essentially requires you to do all 3 bosses as well. You know, I'm just going to save this anyway. It's manageable. That's all right. At least you can still eat it. At least it isn't a complete write-off. What's the bottom one? 20 Eternais. I feel like Eternais would also be quite difficult. I starts, Abydos pass card. Catch 10 different monsters, 20 Eternais. The top row is definitely looking the best for us. When do you get the ice starts again? They are in Great Wall 3, which we can glitch into and get the ice starts. So that is very easy to get. And we can also get the beetle breeding jar, which we need for the... Oh, nice, we glitched the amulet. Which we also need for the loyalty card at the same time. Zipline handle, we can just... trying to think when's the best time to get that. Because you need 70 scarabs for that. To buy the small frog, donate it to the museum, and get the handle. And 70 scarabs is probably easier to get after you've left Abydos. So we could go back and do it. Yeah, we could do that. We could do Hands of a Moon as well. Oh, could we do that? I'm just thinking like what order to do those top 4 in. Because we could just do Pharaoh straight away as soon as we get to Heliopolis. A diagonal's allowed, bottom left to top right. Now, boat race cheats. Featherless turkey is 700 gold though, which means we'd need the large scarab bag for that. Which means doing 4 mummy puzzles and probably all the bosses as well. But apart from that, yeah, that diagonal does look pretty good. Beetle Satchel, yeah, is like 450, but we still need the large scarab bag for it. It sounds like you've played this game way too much. Yeah. Thing is, because I only run the any percent route, which is just completing the game as fast as possible. I've had to learn or like do a lot of research about where everything is and what order to get things. But we did look into doing it like 100% game route, which somebody has run before. So I've looked into that, so I know kind of roughly tricks on getting different things. Life of a speedrunner, yeah. You end up getting a little bored of the game. Daniel, can't get double jump if you do Pharaoh first. Why not? Oh, wait, no, I think you're... Oh, does it not send you to the to Mummy 1? Ah, I didn't test that. That's a very good point. Okay, we'll get double jump first then. We need the blowpipe. I suppose we don't specifically need the blowpipe. The door is closed after. Ah, okay. Thank you, Daniel. We'd be horrible speedrunners. I don't think so. All you need is a bit of practice and anyone can do speedrunning. It does take time to, to get particularly good at it, but yeah, it's that practice you got to put in. I find this is the only game I speedrun, but I've semi-tried speedrunning some other games, and I feel like Sphinx was pretty easy to learn. Like, the tricks are fairly simple to understand them and actually pull off. But yeah, like other games I found, I don't know, maybe I just needed more time to put into. That was the benefit of lockdown, definitely. It's like I had so much time to practice. So maybe it felt a little easier than it actually was. Right, in that case, we'll go and get double jump first. Then, ooh, what do we want to do then? Do we want to do Pharaoh straight after that? I don't think we do. No, we want to get ice darts and the beetle breeding jar. Just trying to think. It's very, very tough to make up a path in your head. Really beginner friendly for new speedrunners. Yes, I would agree with that. Like the main tough trick is doing the hovering. So once you've got the hang of that, there aren't like a whole. The hovering is probably the most difficult trick in the speedrun. So once you've done that, the rest are fairly easy to learn. And then it's just a case of not making mistakes and actually learning the route as well. and then doing it fast. And then continuing to not make mistakes. But I haven't done a speedrun of this in a rather long time, so I'm quite out of practice. Right, so we've got all 8 amulets. We can leave the print section. And then we'll go to the pyramid. We'll have to go through there, get the shield. And that will be pretty much the end of the compulsory section. So no matter what you do, these kind of 3 sections are going to be done every time you play the game, which is kind of I find it kind of annoying, because it would be nice to just do like a 5 minutes compulsory section and then be able to go kind of wherever you want. But instead we've got 20 minutes of compulsory section, and then it opens up and we can decide where we want to go. But it does mean we've got more time to actually think about what we're doing. Do we need... The thing is, I think this is... The top row is the easiest one because it doesn't require any money. Is that on? I hope that's on. I'm not sure that throw was particularly good, but I'm hoping that box... Yeah, it landed. Oh, perfect. I think this should be easily doable within 2 hours. I think we've been very lucky with this bingo sheet. I'm actually gonna turn it off now just so we can see the whole game. Ooh, I almost fell off then. Just so we can see the whole game. Where am I? What am I doing? I don't actually need to do that. What that box doing? Oh, no, I don't need to jump off yet. I need to... I'm a speedrunner. I know what I am doing. There we go. That's what we needed the box for. I messed up on that while I was going through earlier today as well. Except I actually jumped off that time. When was the last time you played Sphinx, Bears? Also, THQ have announced another sort of games... I can't remember what they called it. It was like an announcement. What do they call it? Anyways, in August, because they did one a while ago, and we were like, oh, maybe there's going to be a Sphinx 2. And there wasn't. But they have announced another like series of reveals, which is happening in August. So there's still a chance that there's going to be a second Sphinx game. Oh, I definitely wasn't high enough there. I've never actually managed to do that trick. It's a fairly new one. February the 10th. How do you know the exact date? It's probably just the last time you played it on Steam, isn't it? Oh. I think I'm like halfway through, keep forgetting to go back and finish it. Have you never finished the game? Really? I never finished it when I was younger. I don't know exactly whereabouts I got up to. But I know I never finished it when I was younger. It was only until it came on PC that I was like, yeah, I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna finish this game. Of course, I have just been many, many years. Ah, okay. Just your last playthrough was halfway through. I haven't. I think I've only really played through the game properly 2 or 3 times, to to be perfectly honest. Oh, you're kidding me. Okay, back up we go. Yeah, and then I started speedrunning it, and just the rest of the game, I never really did again. It was only the speedrunning route. Rebought the PS2 version a few years ago, and then it released on Steam. Perfect timing. I always forget that the the remastered version doesn't have any shadows. Like I never really like it has shadows, but Sphinx doesn't have a shadow. And the mummy doesn't have a shadow. Which I just it's like a little weird. But I never noticed it. Hey Callum, how you doing, dude? Good to see you. I I would hazard a guess that you've never heard of this game before, which is completely understandable. How's your day been? Lack of shadows is a little annoying, hardest to judge jumps. Yeah, that's true. I think Switer was experimenting with shadows in the remastered version, so we might get them at some point. I know he's like still working on stuff for the game. I just don't know what he's working on at the moment. Never in my life. This is a game that came out in 2003. Yeah, it was 2003. About Sphinx, who is a demigod, and like a bunch of Egyptian gods. But it's a great game, and I speedrun it, so I thought we'd do bingo on it. Also, yeah, if we don't do bingo within 2 hours, I have a bottle of hot sauce here, and I'm going to have a teaspoon of it. But I think we've been rather lucky with the bingo square that's come up. And the top row, I'll show it for you. The top row is, I think, what we're going to be going for, because that seems to be the quickest one to do. I do also need the loo, which is rather unfortunate. I mean, I could pause the timer. That is a grumpy cat. That is a very grumpy looking cat. I don't know why I took him out, actually. Don't usually. Oh, it wasn't the cutest cat, but it was still a cat. You know, when Charlotte and I go to bed, Charlotte usually goes on Instagram and like scrolls through all the different reels and stuff. And we just love watching the cat videos on there. I don't know what it is about cat videos, but I just love them. Oh, that's pretty quick. Cat looks a little annoyed. It did, didn't it? We need to have a show me dogs too and show me snakes. Maybe eventually. Or maybe just like show me a random animal. But that is definitely too much effort for right now. Oh, thank you for the barrel. We haven't had a barrel roll for ages. Actually, we don't need to save quite yet. I'll save when we're up in Abydos. Looks like your old cat. I didn't realize you used to have a cat, Tiggs. Although I suppose it kind of makes sense with your username, doesn't it? And show me rats, of course. Yeah. Rats, cats, dogs, and snakes. I'd be happy to supply rat pigs. Just only Ruby and Squirrel. I'd be happy for that. Show me Pixel. just everyone's pets will have random pictures of pop up. Sounds good to me. Pixel is very cute. I can get some off my friend who has rats too. Yeah, we can make our own supply of pet pictures. Right, so now we've got to collect these Abydosian pearls. Also, here's another fun little glitch for you. Swim at the wall. Wall no longer exists. And we'll be actually using that later to get the beetle breeding jar. If I were to do this without any glitches, the top row would definitely not. I don't know why I'm saving again. The top row would definitely not be very quick at all. Oh, you still have a cat? I do remember that actually, because I think I asked you if your cat and Pixel get on. What's your cat's name? Then you get a surprise spider pic. I know you have plenty of those, Motley. How many do you reckon you have? Pictures of your tarantulas. Iggy and Pixel. He's 18. Wow, really old cat. Cats usually live to... What's the like average age for cats? Because I know it's usually higher than dogs, right? Now we need... Yeah, we're not going for gold anks, so we can just head to Heliopolis. You have thousands. That really doesn't surprise me. My phone has 7,000 photos on it. I don't think I've taken 7,000 photos in my life. That's a lot of photos. Okay, so now we'll go and get the capture beetles. I don't think we need them quite yet, but we'll go and get double jump. And then we'll do Pharaoh. Oh, that's unfortunate. Then we'll do Pharaoh. Then we'll do beetle breeding jar and ice darts. And then we'll go and get the loyalty card. Because after we've done Pharaoh, we'll go to Mummy 4, and that's where we get the Hands of Amun from. It's all working out. 15 to 20-ish, yeah. And then dogs are 12 to 18 years. Okay, so it's kind of a fairly big overlap, but in general, I think cats tend to live longer than dogs. 7.5 thousand photos. So you've got plenty to keep your Instagram going. I suppose most of those are probably, like duplicates or different versions of the same photo, right? I googled it. That's cats. Oh, 12 to 18 is cats. Oh, right. Okay. Interesting. I thought it would be more like 15 to 20. Like actually, yeah, like you said. Right, so this is scarabs. Now we go to Mummy 1, where we get double jump. Yeah, where we get double jump. Rip Iggy. You never know. I mean, the oldest cat in the world is, what, 30? Or is it 40? I feel like the oldest cat in the world that's still alive may have reached 40, which is just incredible. He doesn't like you. I'm sure he does. I'm sure Iggy does like you. Cats just don't like showing it. Ah, that was a pretty good hover. Trust Iggy to probably last that long just to piss off my family. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to be knocking things off tables when I'm 50 years old. Imagine. Okay, we're at just under half an hour. Oh. Zoom, zoom, zoom. We're going pretty fast. Yeah. I shouldn't have opened my mouth. I'm not used to having to speedrun and talk at the same time, but it's fine. We did it. So fast. We are so fast. He goes out of his way to try and trip me up when I'm holding my morning coffee. Just at the most, you know, the worst time he could possibly do it. They have some innate ability to just know when the worst timing is. I don't know how they do it. I do still love cats though. I'd also get a rabbit, but I know they chew everything. And that would annoy me. The chewing stuff would really annoy me. Gonna be that should be good. I hate those eye stalk boys. They're kind of creepy. Yeah. But it is very satisfying when you actually hit them. That makes it all worth it. You want a hamster again? I know hamsters are incredibly noisy, which is why you don't really want one in your room because you just won't get any sleep. And they also are great escape artists. You show the board again. I can. Why? What are you thinking, Daniel? I think you probably agree with me that the top row is the best one to go for. I'm aware that's how the last one I had died. What, it just escaped and ran off? Oh, I think that's how a lot of hamsters die, to be honest. Well, I think just miscare of hamsters is probably how most of them die. Do we need we don't need the onyx scabs. I don't know why I'm collecting those. I keep thinking about the Atunais and thinking we need the onyx scarabs for them, but we don't. Can we make this jump? Oh, almost. I do need the loo. Should I, if I go to the loo, should I pause the timer? Or is that cheating? Have I got to leave the timer running? I've got a speed run going for a pee. Escaped and fell down a hole at the back of the cabinets the builders left. Oh, I feel really bad for that hamster. Pause it. Okay, I will pause it when I go to the loo. And couldn't get out. How did you find out where your hamster went though? Did you see it escape and follow it? You're speedrunning again. Hey, Beady. Sort of, yes. A little different this time. We're doing bingo. So, as you can see, we've got a bingo board with different objectives on. And I'm trying to do it within 2 hours, trying to get bingo within 2 hours. Else, I'm going to have a teaspoon of hot sauce, which I really don't want to do. But the top row looks very feasible within 2 hours. Hey, Sophiasco's here as well. How are you doing? Good to see you. How's your weekend been? Yeah, I haven't actually done a speedrun of this in a long time. It's just with Daniel's world record, I feel like it's very difficult to beat that. And it's, with the little time that I have in my life, I just haven't had the motivation to speedrun it, but I feel like something like bingo, something a bit different is... Oh, I don't need to do that. Nope. Is, you know, more motivating to actually... And, like, fun to actually do. Escaped its ball and we searched the kitchen and heard her. I feel bad for that hamster. Imagine how many hamsters have died just because they've escaped and gotten themselves killed. My favorite hamster story was when someone took their hamster to the vet because it was just sat in... Oh, I missed that. I wasn't paying attention. Because it was just sat in the corner of its cage, not moving for days. Turns out it had a fridge magnet in its mouth. I need this. Going really fast here. Had a fridge magnet in its mouth and it got stuck to the bars of the cage. It got stuck because it had a fridge magnet in its mouth. No wonder it wasn't moving. That must have been a strong magnet. You know, fridge magnets aren't usually particularly strong. Surely a hamster would have been able to pull itself off, right? I know a lot of the time they're usually just like hibernating and people think they're dead. Which is how some die. Sorry I missed the Wednesday stream. I got messed up with the times again. It's all good, dude. You know, you don't need to apologize for ever missing a stream. But it's great to see you again. How's your weekend been? Have you been up to much? Good, thank you. Had a busy weekend, but chilling now. Good, glad to hear that. How are you? I'm doing well. I've also had a... well, actually, no, I haven't had a busy weekend. I've had a very chill weekend, and I'm still chilling. But no, next week I'm going to be very busy again with the dissertation. It's really a struggle to get going with it. Once I do, I'll be fine, but it's just kind of getting back into the groove of it. Although now I'm not going to see my parents, going down to see my family next week. I will have more time to get on with it. I would have preferred to go and see my family though, obviously. Nice. That was, I always hate that jump. I mean, the builders came to try and rescue her like we did try saving her. You didn't just leave her there. I didn't expect you just leave her there. That's very sad. So is that the only hamster you had, Tiggs? I think you could have skipped double jump. Maybe, yeah, probably. Tapes! How are you doing, dude? I haven't seen you for ages. Oh, thank you so much for the 8 months of subscription. That is insane. I really hope you're doing well, dude. I haven't spoken to you for ages. But thank you for the lurk, and hopefully we'll get a chance to actually talk again at some point. Could I have skipped double jump? I don't know if I could. I mean, loyalty card, zipline handle, high stars. Actually, you know what? You might. No. Oh, ooh. I think I need. It's not. Actually, no, you might be right there, Daniel. You might be right. Now I'm thinking about it. I think we could have done Pharaoh first and then gone into Sunshine Island and used the portal to get back to Abydos. Or we could have stayed in Abydos and got the frog first. That could have been done. Yeah, okay. So basically I'm doing it a very slow way. Not much, just working. What do you do for work, if you don't mind me asking? Are you a musician, or is that a hobby? Also, what instruments do you play? Oh, can we... Oh, we can't get it. I wish there was a more consistent way of doing that. Had one before, but was more my sister's. Oh, okay. So like you've had, you understand the. Let me pause that. The nature of their escapes. We back in business, finally loving life again and being passionate about the things I love. That is great to hear, dude. I'm really happy to hear that. So expect me vibing around these parts a bit more. Excellent, excellent. I know you streamed this morning, didn't you? I was not really up at that time, unfortunately. I just saw the notification and didn't catch it. But yes, I'll definitely be looking out for your stream notifications. Your strats have been deemed suboptimal. You know, we've got the world record speedrun in here. Of course, he's going to undermine my strategies. Spider, hands, loyalty card, I start, zipline. Yeah, that would have been better, wouldn't it? Yeah, the reason I thought we'd have to get double jump was because if you try and get the boat back to Abydos, we wouldn't have got the zipline handles, so we can't get actually into the main part of Abydos. But if by doing Pharaoh first, it breaks Sunshine Island so you can actually use the portal in it, then yeah, your way would definitely be faster. That's true. HVAC. I think we've talked about this before, haven't we? Yeah. This was just, it's just a generated name. Just kind of stuck. Oh, nice. Okay. So you don't actually play any, do you get that question a lot? Like, what instrument do you play? I really love your hair. Like, you handsome as heck. Oh, dude, thank you so much. I am also in love with my hair. Ever since I've grown it out and got it like cut a bit better, I do love it a lot more. It does kind of feel like a woolly hat, but it's nice for the winter, definitely. Anyway, I will be right back. I'm gonna pause for a moment and just go to the loo. So I'll see you all in a moment. All right, we're ready to continue. Sometimes I played recorder as second grade. I feel like recorder's that instrument that everybody is kind of tempted into learning at a young age. I mean, second grade for recorder is pretty good. You know, an instrument is perfect. We cat jamming. We are cat jamming, and we're ready to continue, I think. Actually, okay. That really just reset the timer. You're telling me that didn't pause it? Can I manually set the timer? That's really frustrating. Is there any way to just... Is there a way to start it at a specific time? Well, that went well. Ah, start timer at. It was at like 30. There we go. Okay. Wait, is that? No, that is seconds. That's seconds. That's okay. That's better. We're back. We're back. It was like 39. Yeah, that's pretty much right. Been getting into voice acting, and I finally feel like I found something that I truly enjoy. That is really good to hear, dude. It's really good when you finally like. I definitely struggled for a while finding out what I wanted to do in life. Let me just make sure this starts. And it's always good like when you finally go, I know what I want to do, and it's this. I'm really happy for you, dude. That's great. That's really good to hear. We're really on pace. Yeah, we've got this far in 39 seconds. Who was that? Tiggs. Of course it was. I was surprised that didn't get me, actually. Did you just redeem the wrong one by accident? I'll hide the bingo square for now. I don't think we've completed any of the objectives yet. We have to go. Great stream as always. Enjoy the rest of it, man. See you later. See you later, Tweedies. Could we get another shout out for the Tweedy gamers, please? Enjoy your stream, guys. I really hope you have fun with Core Keeper. We want to go to Cursed Palace. Yes. And then we're going to save and then do Pharaoh to get to Mummy 4 to get the Hands of a Mun. And then we can do... Let's get it up again. Hands of a Mun. Then we could do Ice Arts and Beetle Breeding Jar so we can get the loyalty card. And then we'll go back and get the loyalty card, then do Zipline Handle. Okay. Good. I did save, didn't I? Yeah. I just did Chiz because I thought it was optimal, and I feel like an idiot finding out like 5 years later. I think I had a conversation with someone recently about university and how a lot of schools will push students into going to... I think that's a restart. I think we soft locked ourselves. Push people into going into university, even if it's not the best thing to do. So I feel like a lot of people end up going to university when really they would be much better off suited to like an apprenticeship or something. But at that age, at like 17, 18, you've got no idea usually what you want to do, and in 4 or 5 years' time, you may want to do something completely different. So it's a very tricky time to know, to make up your mind about what you want to do in your life. But I suppose at the same time, there's no requirement. Okay. Restart again. There's no requirement to go straight into what you're going to be doing for the rest of your life. You do need that time, those few years to actually figure out what you really enjoy. And now you found it. So that's perfect. Even if you do feel like you wasted 5 years, well, not wasted 5 years of your life, but weren't doing what you necessarily wanted for 5 years. Sometimes it does just take that time, and now you found it, right? So there's kind of, you get what I mean? Like it's not worth worrying about those 5 years anymore. Oh, missed it again. It's fine if we do this a few times, because we can just keep loading in over and over again. Well, I am a little worried about the time. We are getting close to an hour. But we should still be okay on time. It might be a little tight. Oh, that's a majestic cat. That's a great photo. Thank you for that, Tiggs. Big brain. It's really not big brain time, but I'll take it. You tried, Nico. I'm sorry. The jump scares just aren't getting me today. I don't know why. Although they worked for Scooby-Doo for some reason. Okay, yeah, thick is probably a little more accurate at the moment. Come on. And, oh, did we make it? Okay, we're good. We're good. We're finally in. Never mind. We're stuck again. How is this happening? We've got to reload. I'm glad this isn't a proper speedrun. I took not new game. I took 2 years out after high school before deciding to go to uni. It was definitely the right choice. I think yeah, I think that's usually a pretty good idea, because when you're in like school and college, it's a lot different from actually, like living on your own in the, I suppose real world, you could call it. That's not the one. So having, a year or two out to just kind of get to grips with adult life, I think is a very good idea. And then, you get, you kind of get to know what your true like hobbies and interests are. And then you can decide whether you want to go to uni or do an apprenticeship, or, what interests you want to pursue and what avenue you want to go down. Because I kind of just went into uni because it seemed like a logical thing to do. And, I was interested and good at stuff like, oh, no, we fixed it. Good at stuff like physics and maths and programming. I was like, sure, okay, that sounds like a good plan to me. But at the same time, I think I would have been fine just doing an apprenticeship as well. I'm back, and you're glitching through the map. Yeah, for probably about 10 minutes now, but it's fine. We're finally into the Pharaoh fight. Let's not mess this up. And then we've got to worry about not messing up getting into Mummy 4. Otherwise, we're going to have to do it all over again. Okay, good double hit. And again. Okay, never mind. That's messed up one, but still I need to do 2 more damage, and the fight will be over. We are a little low on health, but that's fine. As long as we survive the fight, we're good. Nice. That was a very quick fight. Okay, I need to concentrate for this bit. Oh, no. Oh, screwed it. Okay. That's... Okay, no, we've got to restart. I hit a skull on the ground. How frustrating is that? Not a scary game. Scooby is very scary. I don't know what it is. For some reason, it scared me a lot more when we were playing Scooby-Doo. It's okay. You just get to see this fight all over again when we finally get in. I need to stop spending all my points. Nah. Just go crazy with them. Do you need to spawn in a certain spot to make the boss spawn? No. We just need to... If we land inside the boss arena, then yeah, you've basically soft locked the game. The boss won't spawn. You need to enter through the normal entrance to the boss arena. We done it. I hate this. I really hate doing this because it's so temperamental. It's all to do with where your camera's facing to actually make this section load in, and then you kind of fall through the void. Oh, I thought we'd messed it up again then. Kind of fall through the void, land on some invisible platform, and then have to glitch back in to go through the normal entrance. 20, 21, still trying to find the correct avenues. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of the same, dude. I kind of know what I want to do, but at the same time, I'm not entirely sure. Okay, that was it's going to take a little longer. That's fine. Actually, we can still do this. Yeah, that's fine. You got to get out before the cutscene starts. Yes. So with that bit that I messed up on with the mummy section, what we've got to do is save at the save point in there. Actually, I think we just need one more hit, don't we? There we go. Save at the save point in there before it teleports us somewhere else, so that we can quit out, come back in, and we'll be at the wrong location. There we go. So we're saved there. We can quit out now, load back in, and then we'll be in the same location without being teleported. And then we can go to the wrong mummy section at the wrong time. Simple. There we go. We've finally done it. We still haven't completed any objectives, but they're going to come all at once. Kind of. It'll be fairly quick. Finally getting over depression, so we're getting there. Excuse my lack of excuse my lack of communication. I can't talk. No, I totally understand, dude. But I really am glad you're feeling a lot better. And yeah, it'll be great to start, hanging out with you again. If you don't have a pet kraken, I'd use your points. Tiggs does have a pet kraken now, so yeah, you might want to save your points for that, but you don't really need too many. So the reason we're doing this mummy section, this wrong mummy section at the wrong time, is this is the one that gives us the Hands of Amun, which is one of our objectives that we're going for. Oh, yeah, get them hands. We're almost there. This is definitely the toughest part of the objectives. Oh, just made that. Nice. Very quick. So usually this section would take a lot longer, but there is a certain something we can do to just skip it. As with most parts of the game. How are we doing on time? We have an hour and 10 minutes left. I think we're pretty good on time. It's just, as long as nothing else crops up that's going to get in our way, I think we should be all right. We still need the money to buy. So to get the zipline handle, which is something else we need to go back to Abydos. And we need to give the museum a captured monster. Oh, hang on. We don't even need the 70 scarabs. We could just capture a monster and sell it and give it to the museum. It doesn't have to be the small frog. So the small frog you can buy for 70 scarabs, which is the currency. But we could just capture another monster and give that to them instead. Totally not a broken game. Wait for it. Totally not a broken game. You remember this fire puzzle. Hated it so much when I was little. Yes, I It's one of those where you just kind of choose any pedestal that's not lit and go, please make this work and hope for the best. Okay, we now have the Hands of a Moon. Lovely. And just to show that, there we go. Hands of a Moon. We've got them. One objective done in 53 minutes. Perfect. Just in case. Capture beetles. That's fine. Oh, actually, you know what we can capture is one of these. One of these. We want to. I think we can. Yeah, we'll go for the ice darts first, I think. And then back out. See if I can get this. Nope. Okay, never mind. We'll do it a different way. I'm glad there's a backup to that because I haven't practiced that for a while. Okay, so let me equip this. Capture this. Okay, we can use that to get the zipline handle. We'll give it, actually, yeah, definitely give it a save. Now I've done the mummy section. Okay, we'll get the beetle breeding jar next, which is used to get the loyalty card. So this is a trick I found while trying to... I was making up random objectives. And I was trying to get the beetle breeding jar as fast as I could. And this is the way I found to do it. Now, let's see if I can remember how to do this. Pretty sure you go over here. Up here. Okay, so just don't worry about it. Yeah, this is totally in the water. There we go. Definitely didn't skip a whole obstacle course that we couldn't even access. I love that trick. Okay, beetle breeding jar, which we need to get the loyalty card. Now, we just jump back down. That's a little tight. And do the same trick again to get into Great Wall 3. But small frog. I do like the small frog, but unfortunately, small frog not needed. Right, you see that black zone just above our head? That is where we're aiming for. So we can just swim into a loading zone. And actually, I mean, to be honest, we could just use the Hands of a Moon and get in there normally. Because that's you need the Hands of a Moon to get in there normally, but it's still a little slow. Can we just now just go and grab the ice darts? I think we can. I think we can just go there. I just replayed for the first time in 10 plus years. This puzzle was the only one I had to look up. It's just a difficult puzzle in general. I do like those sorts of puzzles though. Right, this is... I think this is ice darts. I haven't actually picked up the ice darts in so long. Ice darts, there we go. Okay. Right, we've got the ice darts. Now we just need the loyalty card and the zipline handle. We're getting there. Almost got bingo. Maybe I should have made it a 5x5. Because, well, to be fair, I reckon all of the other rows and columns probably would have taken a lot longer. I would have thought. Anyway, now we need to... Oh, hang on. We need to get out of here. Which means... Can we... No, we can use the boat. We can use the boat. That's fine. We want to go to Heliopolis Point. Yes. Yes, we do. Yes. I'm trying to convince myself at this point. Heliopolis Point. No, not Heliopolis Point. South Beach? Yes, South Beach. We don't have enough scarabs. I've got to go back inside and get some scarabs. We don't have enough money. That's just typical. I didn't even think about that. You know what? We should be, you know, I'm gonna take a different way out because I think it might just be quicker taking a different way out. I think this is probably the best way to do this. Yeah, there we go. I didn't even consider the need for money. Speedrunners don't need money. Just glitch through the walls. That's what we need to do. The water is just great in this game because you can abuse it so much. I mean, so okay, that black zone up there is where we're aiming for. That's the exit, which we can't normally get out because we don't have the key for it. But you may be thinking, oh, that's too high. Like, how are we meant to get up there, right? We're just swimming along flat. Just wait for it. Oh, look. We now have infinite water. Imagine not doing a skip when you don't have to and it literally loses time. I know. Yeah, like why would I not do a skip? It is kind of tough playing through the game now because every time I start the game, I'm just like, the intro takes so long. Why would I not use speedrun techniques to like get through it? Okay, beetle breeding jar. My beetle breeding jar. Hey, this loyalty card. Perfect. Okay, and now we can't go straight back to Abydos because by boat because we won't be able to actually get into the main town because we need the zipline handle to do that. You know, I need to check off the loyalty card. We need the zipline handle in the first place to do that, and we don't have it. That's what we're trying to get. But there is a different way back. If we go back to Sunshine Island, there is a portal that we can go to Abydos with. It's really good that I thought about all this before we started because otherwise I'd be. I think I'd be all right actually. I think would be good. It would just take me a lot longer to think about what we're doing. I've done full board bingo in Hollow Knight and has been fun. What do you mean by full board bingo? I was in like completing all objectives on the board. What sort of objectives do you have on there? Because I've considered doing it for Hollow Knight. I do think Hollow Knight's a really good candidate for that. Abydos? Lovely. Sphinx is now broken more than one way. Sphinx is broken in many ways, but it's broken in good ways. It's not like broken. It's only when you intend to break it. And then it's a good broken. I love the random glitching. What random glitching? I didn't see any random glitching. He's clearly using water, not air. The whole game is in water. It's an underwater game. We're just very fluid. We have saved. What do we actually... Oh, yes. Museum to get the zipline handle. And then we're done. We're actually coming up on time. Just don't mind me. Just going to swim into this wall until it lets me through. You've got to keep pushing at the wall. And eventually it's just like, fine, you can swim through. Here we go. Okay, and we'll give you Spike Spider. Zipline handle. And that is time. I maybe stopped it a little early, but it's fine. There we go. Bingo! Go get small frog. I'll go and get the small frog just for you, Bez. We've done it. Maybe a 5x5 would have been longer, but I don't know. It's very hard to judge. I think we did pretty well. Maybe we just got lucky with the bingo randomizing. I see no wall. Sphinx is a magician. It's like platform 9 3/4. We do have no money. So, so I'm going to have to go and grab some. Just trying to think of the fastest way to get 70. Is it really going to be doing the memory game? I think this is actually going to be the fastest way to get money at the moment. Actually, you know what? No, I've thought of an easier way. That is probably faster. Is just go in and out this door and then break that pot. Easy 10 scarabs each time. In fact, even faster. Right, these pots as well. That's 31. We're almost halfway there. I think there are more pots over down there as well. Also, Bez, thank you very much for the 100 bits. I got distracted by the small frog. So thank you very much for that. Yeah, kind of like platform 9 3/4. Exactly, Molly. And now we just go inside and outside again. Goals could be upgrade fireball, get dive, meet NPC, do a skip. Yeah, so like just kind of things you'd do in the normal game. I think it usually does help to know like speedrunning tricks because that means you can get through the game faster and actually do some of the later game objectives. Like when we did Dark Souls bingo, we had to kind of stick to very early game objectives just because, you know, it's very difficult to get far in that amount of time. But when you know speedrunning tactics, you can kind of it opens up the game a lot more, and you can sort of do with them what you will. I find small forg. Almost there. We need 20 more coins. Do it for the frog. We need 70, and we've got 53. 54. Memory game, gotta love it. It's a shame we didn't get a good goofy lizard objective. Otherwise, we would have had to do the memory game. In fact, all the games would have had to do the gauntlet as well. The gauntlet, level 3 of the gauntlet is actually pretty tough. No, come back. There we go. Right, we have enough. Time for the small frog, the final objective. That's how we've got to finish every bingo run from now on. We've got to go and get the small frog. It's the final bingo objective, like the center square. Hey, Delirious, you're home now. How's the trip home? Yeah, we've finished. It was shorter than I expected. Small frog. Oh, I'd like to say yes, please. Thank you. There we go. We've got our little small frog. I think when we did the monster ranking, I'm pretty sure I put this in an S tier. As it should be. Elden Ring bingo would be so good since it's so open. Yes, I really did think about Elden Ring, but I haven't played it enough to come up with objectives and actually, you know, be any good at it. But I think Elden Ring bingo would be really good. You can also go way harder, like no hit bosses, harder skips, doing dark rooms without lanterns and so on. Yeah, that's very true. Like it all depends on how confident you're feeling, and how much you've played the game. Because These are, like, for somebody who doesn't speedrun the game, these objectives would probably take a lot longer if you just played through the game normally. Also, I feel like if you don't know the glitches in this game, there is only really one path through the game. It's not actually that open. It's only open when you when you break it, like we were doing, which is why I thought bingo would work quite well for it. I did Gauntlet last time I played. That's why I stopped playing. The Gauntlet's quite fun. It's just it could be more fun, and it's kind of it gets more frustrating than fun towards the end of with the third level of it. What about speedrunning getting one of each creature? That's a good idea, actually. I might have to look into that because obviously the 100% run involves capturing one of every creature because you've got to get the Monster Hunter certificates. But I suppose if you just went for the monsters, you would have to do a lot less of everything else, and it would take a lot less time. I just don't know how long it would take. So if it was going to take like 3 hours, I might go, give that one a skip. But it's a good idea. It's a good idea for a speedrun category. I know Daniel and I looked into an all abilities category, which was, I think Daniel did it in like an hour and a half. So that's definitely a plausible one. But yeah, I would like more ways to keep the entertainment going with this game. Find different ways to play it and increase the replayability of it, essentially. Yes, I know you love frogs, Charlotte. Do you like this frog? It's not a particularly normal looking frog, but I think it looks pretty cool. Pretty cute. It's been good. I want food now, though. Any idea what you're going to have for food? You're going to go fight this boss now. Wish me luck. Good luck, Bears. You got this. I know you're finding it difficult, but this is the one. Trust me. This is the one where you actually beat it. 4 gives good luck. It's a lucky frog. Required for the Geb Queen fight. Not open at all, very linear. Yeah. Bingo definitely works better for games where you can kind of choose where you want to go. Or maybe full board bingo. Yeah, that's true. I think, yeah, Motley suggested that earlier. I think it was Motley. So we could do full board bingo. Actually, let me just like look at what objectives are left. The problem is things like the beetle satchel, featherless turkey, shuttlecock bird all cost a lot of money. And we'd have to do pretty much all the bosses and all the mummy sections. It would basically be like 100% run, except not quite as much. Unless we did like a... Thing is, you can make it a 2x2 board, and then it's just the same as a 4x4 board, or like a normal 4x4 board. But you can you've got a fixed set of objectives to do. Yeah, it would depend on how long the stream would want to go on for, because I could definitely do this before midnight, I would say. Yeah, I would say before, so in the next like 5 hours, I could probably complete the board. I mean, we've got no, it's not going to take. It's going to take over an hour to complete this board, I think. But yeah, if like with a lot of time, a full board bingo would definitely be a fun idea. Daniel first thought you would go for an all ability run today. I did try like streaming that at some point, and then I got a 3 dupe run and tried turning it into an any percent run, and then messed it up, and the whole thing fell apart. So I've never completed an all abilities run. I did think about trying to complete a no hit run at some point, like no damage run. However, that would be rather tough. There are definitely a few fights where it's really, really difficult to not get hit. Oh, he's eating out right now. Oh, out eating right now. Gotcha. It's cute. It is cute. Gotta go. Hopefully I catch the next stream. Bye. See you later, BD. It's nice to have you here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. 3x3, like the variation is certainly there. That's true. 3x3. We could do a 3x3 and see if we can like complete it in half an hour from where we are. It's typical. The 2 most expensive ones are on there, and none of the ones that we've already done are on there. Apocalypse is the first boss, which we could go and do right now. Goofy Lizard is doing all the like shops. Kill the Manta Ray, we've got to do the Rosetta Stone and get the underwater projectiles. Pay for a gold ankh. That's fairly easy. 5 healing herbs again, not too bad. This is just getting a lot of money, which we'd need to free the farmers for, ideally, which we could do after doing the first boss. Dart Belt again, a lot of money. Abydos Pass card requires doing Great Wall 2, which is that takes a long time. I would think the logical progression for this one would be getting the Abydos Pass card. I don't know, because to get the money from the farmers, each time you do it, it takes 5 minutes for them to dig up the plot. And during that time, you could go and do something else. So there's probably some optimal way of doing it. I think me and Daniel did say a race between us, because Daniel's the world record holder of this game for the speedrun. So I think a bingo race between us would be very entertaining. Might have to organize that at some point. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I wasn't expecting to finish the finish the bingo in an hour. I suppose it was the same with Dark Souls as well. I finished it a lot faster than I thought I would. Although we have been going for 2 hours. We've had a 2-hour stream. Might just leave it there. Maybe. Imagine a random board bingo race would be hella sick. I think it would be a lot of fun. It'd be a lot more competitive as well. You'd be like, I need to go. And you'd be a lot more worried about making the mistakes. Why is that cat inverted? It's a cat from another dimension. It's glitching through into our world. Or a lockout race. I haven't really looked into, I haven't heard much about lockout races. The only one I've seen is Smallant did a Minecraft lockout race, and that looked a lot of fun, because if you haven't heard of lockout races before, actually I can clear this off the screen. If you haven't heard of lockout races before, essentially you've got a list of objectives, and I think you've got to complete a majority of them. So say you've got like 15 objectives. If you've got to complete 7 of them so that the other person can't complete more than you. Because when you complete an objective, it locks out the other person from getting that. So you could both be working towards the same thing. And if you get it first, the other person then can't get it, and they've wasted a load of time. So you've got to kind of... It's very strategic in what you go for. I don't know how that would work with this, but it could be done. 1 hour of Fortnite. So I boot up Fortnite as well. I haven't played Fortnite in years. If one finishes one objective, the other one can't do that anymore. Yeah, that's a very concise way of saying it. I'm not very concise. I'm down if you want to try to race bingo or lockout at some point. I would love to do that, Daniel. So yeah, we'll definitely organize that. How was your food? What did you have? Is there anything we can do? How long would it? It'd probably take a while to finish the game. We go and fight Geb Queen. I feel like we could just go and or we could actually let's just go and do Apocalypse because we're here. We're very close to it, and also I want to see how bad I am at pass card skip since I haven't done it for a rather long time. Actually, that was pretty smooth. No, need to be higher than that. I've never been that great at this this skip. Oh, yeah, you're absolutely right. I kind of wasn't planning on. I was like, yeah, I think we'll end the stream now. And like, completely forgot to put it back on the game. You had pizza. What pizza? You have blowpipe for Geb Queen. No, that's a very good point. I don't. So Apocalypse is a better shout. And we're over. Nice. Second try. I think that's pretty good after, a few months of not playing the game. Yeah, thank you, Tapes. I completely forgot. Oh, got a swimming piranha. The rarest of creatures, an air piranha. You don't see this very often. This is I don't know why this glitch happens. It just sometimes they just start swimming in the air and they don't attack you. They're just chilling out. We'll leave it be. It's having a good time. Nice face, Jamie. Thank you, Nico. I'm glad you like my face. Right, so this is what we'd do if we were on our way to the Apocalypse boss. Just don't you love water? It's so nice. And then we just keep swimming this direction. With ham. Do you have pineapple on that as well? Do you have the full Hawaiian? Ham is definitely good on pizza. Yeah, does it have pineapple on? Is what I want to know. With the ham. Right, let's see if we can get this fight done quickly. I did this earlier today and it took me far longer than it should have done. You had a chicken hollandaise. What's a hollandaise? With pineapple the other day, and it was ridiculously good. I haven't really had pineapple with anything other than pizza. I should definitely try it on, like more foods. It didn't hit this again. It normally hits this. Okay, so this is gonna take us a little longer than usual. Yeah, that's what happened last time though, or earlier today, is it didn't hit this pillar. Just ham. Not the biggest fan of pineapple on pizza. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, Daniel. No, I understand that. But I do love pineapple and ham on pizza. Hollandaise sauce. No, I haven't heard of hollandaise sauce. I don't know what it is. Okay, that should... Yeah, there we go. Yeah, You're gonna do that again. That's fine. Okay, it's not super fast, but it's, I think, faster than what I did earlier. So it's essentially a light sauce which is super tasty. What's it made of? Okay, that's 2 hits. Just need 1 more. Oh, this is awkward having these blown up. 1 more. Come on, get this. Hey, there we go. So that would be another bingo objective down. What were the, oh yeah, we had these. I'm not going through all of those. You know, we've done that, boss. I think we'll leave it there. But no hot sauce. I'm surprised. I got it all out and ready, expecting to go over the 2 hours, ready for a teaspoon of hot sauce. But no, we got it in time. So no hot sauce today. We'll save that for another time. I am glad that I didn't have to do that. Well, I'm sorry for the early-ish finish, but we have still had a normal length stream. I decided to, as I said on the Discord, I decided to start it early because I wasn't quite sure how long that would take. But to be honest, it'll be nice to have an early, sort of like early finish to the stream for once. Who are we going to raid? Fits nicely with asparagus or salmon. 2 things that I don't have very often, but I could definitely give it a try. Very simple sauce, and therefore I like using it. Have a good night. You too, dude. It's been great catching up with you again. Be catching you later. Absolutely. Absolutely, dude. We have a few options on who to raid. I'm gonna... There you go. There's the raid message. Make sure you copy the appropriate one, and we will raid the Tweedy Gamers, who are currently playing Core Keeper, which I really want to try out. I think I may end up buying it at some point so that me and Charlotte can play it together. See how it is. Anyway, have a wonderful evening, everyone. I will see you on Wednesday. I will be continuing with Scooby-Doo, so I will see you then. Yeah, catch you all later. Have a wonderful evening.